Hello everyone and welcome back to Pinebrook Homestead. Today we are talking about 10 things I changed since I turned 50. And here it is. I'm going to show you how to make your own ghee. So the first thing that I changed right around 50 was I stopped the low-fat craze. You know, in 1980, when everybody and everywhere was saying how bad fat was for us, and everything went low fat, salad dressings, cream cheese and sour cream and cottage cheese and milk, and everything went low fat. But the problem is they put sugar in and took out the fat so that it still tastes good. So what is ghee? Well, ghee is clarified butter and it is very expensive. I just looked it up on Amazon and it can be upwards of $15 to $32 depending how big of a container you get. So let me go over this. Clarified butter, it is very high in omega-3s and omega-6s. It also is good and aids in helping inflammation and then can even have a good effect on your heart and cholesterol. So what I do is I buy Amish butter. Now, I am in Ohio and there is a large Amish population here. If you do not have the ability to get an Amish butter, then I would recommend just getting a high quality butter. So this is a pound of butter. And there are places that you can get them online. Thrive Market's one of them. I'm not affiliated with any of that, but just get a high quality butter, grass-fed preferably. So this is a pound, and this will make 1 pint of ghee for me. So right now I have 3 pounds here, and I'm gonna make 3 pints. So all I do is I take a glass 13 by 9 dish, and then I'm just gonna cut it all up. As you can see, I've already cut up the 2. You know, while I cut this up, as you know, I'm doing all this research, and I am reading the Galveston diet. Now, I said, yes, I know. If in one of my previous videos, I think it was Take Control of Your Life, I said, I don't listen to anybody's opinion. And if you want, I showed the library and said, if you want to lose weight, there's 1,000 opinions right here. But this is one of the books from the Mary Claire Haver. So if you are having problems with hormonal symptoms, this is what she is recommending. And in this book, she talks about changing the diet to 40% fat. I think it's 20% protein and then complex carbs. I thought that was interesting. I'm still in the beginning stages of it, but I'll keep updating you and I'll link it below if you're suffering like I am. And then, you know, see what happens. I can be your guinea pig. I'm going to do this and see if it is going to make a difference in my hormonal symptoms before trying the hormone therapy. Anyways, so I'm just chopping this up. And I have my oven preheated at 250 degrees. Okay. So what you are going to want to do is put this in your oven at 250 degrees for 1 hour. That's it. That's all you have to do. Now the straining, that's what's interesting, but I will show you that process. So I'm gonna put this in the oven, and remember, don't throw out your butter wrappers either. This is another little frugal tip. Inside this butter wrapper is a lot of butter. So when I need to butter up a pan for baking or something like that, I'll just use the wrappers. It's an awesome little savings trick. So don't throw your butter wrappers away, but I'm gonna put this in the oven at 250 degrees, and then I'll meet you at the dining room table, and I will finish up my list, and we'll go to number 2. Welcome back to my dining room table. So number 2, I stopped believing in all the hype of the beauty and cosmetic industry. So I've got a couple stories for you on this one. I've probably spent thousands of dollars in my lifetime on lotions and potions that were going to reduce my wrinkles by 28%. All the hype, all the belief. Oh, this is, liquid Botox or lip plumpers or whatever it is. Now, I have found that my skin is drier than normal and is also thinning. And all I'm doing are putting chemicals on my face. So what have I done instead? Well, I started using oils. Now, this is going to be one example. So not this particular oil, but this bottle I bought from a company when I started switching over to oils. This little bottle cost me $48. I was like, what? Even better. This little bottle, when I turned it over and I saw the ingredients, do you know what was in it? Jojoba oil, avocado oil, and almond extract. That was it. I was like, well, shoot, I can make that myself. So that's what I do now. I use jojoba oil and then avocado oil, and I add my own essential oils. Right now, I'm enjoying frankincense and vanilla. I couldn't believe it. I could not believe when I went back, I paid $48 for this. I go to Aldi, I get my organic avocado oil for $5.99, and then I buy a big jug of jojoba oil on Amazon, which I can link for you. And it's a big bottle, and it lasts forever. I'm able to fill this up, and it's less. That big bottle is less than $48. I can't believe it. It's those frugal ways where I was like, I couldn't believe what I paid for. The other thing that I use vitamin E oil on my face. And then I also make a mango butter. And then I do have tallow. So depending on how dry my skin gets, I will use all of those. I've just now started using castor oil. I use this to take off my makeup, and my lashes are longer. So I just dove into a video last night on all the benefits of castor oil. Have you heard of them? I might have to do a video on that. I will look into this. And if you want me to do a video on making your own homemade oils and different things like that, if you're ready to get rid of the toxic chemicals in your skincare, let me know. I would be happy to do that for you as well. But this has been a game changer. The other thing, the more hydrated we are, the less pronounced our wrinkles are. Just make sure you're hydrating with a quality electrolyte in your water, and it can be as easy as Redmond real salt, which is what I use because we do filter our water. Okay, number 3, I stopped eating processed foods, except lunch meat. Oh yeah, if you've watched any of my videos, I buy lunch meat. So what happens to me? I'm getting busy in the day and I'm working on the channel, working around the house, and I go, oh my gosh, I have not eaten. Oh, I just need something really quick because I got to run out the door and take my son to a saxophone lesson. So what will I do? I'll open up the lunch meat, wrap it with a piece of cheese, and eat lunch meat. In that book, it talks about how bad the preservatives in the lunch meat can be for our hormones and how that can be contributing. And I was like, are you kidding me? All right, fine. I'll get rid of the lunch meat too. So I'm just taking a better look at what I'm eating and trying to eat truly whole foods. So number 4, I stopped caffeine. If you've watched any of my previous videos, that has been a game changer on the anxiety aspect of it. I still do get it. Had a really bad anxiety attack yesterday. Um, but I just go into relaxation, breath work, stretching, my neck on the that neck stretcher pillow in one of my previous videos. That was huge. That was the game changer that got me to slow down. When I laid down on that for, I probably did it longer than the 20 minutes. Anyways, number 5, I stopped letting other people dictate my life. Now, what do I mean by that? I was so concerned about making the right decision that I would ask people that were close to me. I value my husband's opinion, but I would ask people, friends, and they would give me their opinions, but their opinions were always the safe. Oh, I wouldn't do that. That's too risky. I wouldn't do that. It was always the safe route. There was never any, you know what, that's a good dream. That's a good goal. Go for it. It was always safe. Everything's always safe. And I missed out on a lot. I could have done this channel 5 years ago. I missed out on a lot because I listened to other people dictate or direct my life. And I'm not doing that anymore. We have one life, no dress rehearsal. It's time. It's time to go get what we want. And it might take me time, and that's okay because I'm doing it. And it might take you time, and that's okay because you'll be doing it too. So what's something that you've wanted to do, but you've held back on because maybe you were concerned about what other people thought, or they gave you their opinion and they said, no, I wouldn't do that. I'm nudging you. Revisit that. I think you should. Okay. Oh, now I talk to God. Talk to God, pray, and then my husband. And it works out for me. God, in the stillness, he answers those prayers. And if I don't hear an answer, then I don't do it. Number 6, I stopped comparing myself, my home, my yard. I just stopped comparing. And I think social media, being like Facebook and Instagram, I think they really hyped that up. None of us are perfect. I'm not perfect in the least. And there will always be somebody who does something better than you. Maybe that's not your gift. There will always be somebody who's skinnier than you. That's not how God built you. You have bigger bones than she does. There will always be somebody that's younger. There will always be somebody that has a bigger home, a nicer car. There will always be those people. But we need to be good with who we are and in our own skin and grateful for what we have. My house was built in the 1970s. And I remember 2-3 years ago, I was like, I can't start YouTube. My house isn't remodeled. It's not picture perfect. I can't do this. But I missed out on sharing so much with you because I compared myself to others. So I don't do that anymore. Like I said, you get one life, no dress rehearsal. So what do you want to do? Don't compare. Love who you are because God loves you. I love you. And your family loves you. Be who you are and be good with it. Now, I'm not saying, I'm on a health journey. I'm not saying that I'm not trying to lose the added pounds that I've put on. Not that at all. It's okay to better yourself, but it's not okay to compare and put ourselves down. Not anymore. We're women. We're better than that. Okay. Number 7, stop worrying about what other people think. Yes, I did that. That was a defining moment for me. I was still at my workplace when that happened. And it was almost like a maturity switch hit for me, because I was always so concerned about what everybody thought. And I think we as little girls, I think that starts in school. You know, you want to be in the popular crowd. You want to be liked by everybody. And it's a society thing. I get it. But man, that is hard. Always worrying about what other people think and not doing what's right for you. And worrying that if you do, what will they think of us? And that was very defining for me. And that was my beginning of me thinking, I only have one life. And here's the thing, if I do this, somebody's going to have an opinion. And if I do that, somebody's going to have an opinion. Nobody's ever happy. Everybody has opinions. And it's just not worth it anymore. It's not worth that worry. There are so many other things in this world that I need to be concerned about. That is not one of them. Okay, number 8, stop competing with men. That's what I stopped. That was a big one for me. So prior to customer service, I stayed home. Prior to that, I was in sales. So I've always been in some sort of competing mode with men. And, you know, I was telling my husband this last night. It is so refreshing right now to be on such a feminine role. I'm the keeper of the home. My husband is the bread maker, head of household. It is liberating. It is absolutely liberating to hone in on our femininity. And there's something so beautiful about femininity. I just, you know, I love taking care of my family and my home and the gardens. And I love not having to be in that world of competition up against men and the hustle culture. So it is nice. And I feel I have taken quite the biblical role now. And I think God's blessing me for it. I really do. I enjoy this time with my teenagers. They're not going to be here that much longer. I might have 3 more years. And so, yeah, I am really enjoying that and not competing with the men. All right. That was 8. Number 9. I turned to whole food and herbs rather than the healthcare system. So, you know that old thing, let thy food be thy medicine? I'm going that way. And the reason why is I think our healthcare is broken. I like the idea of holistic medicine. And don't get me wrong, I have had surgeries. I've had my appendix out, my gallbladder out. I've had surgeries. I've had babies. I'm not saying that. It's the doctors are driven by the pharmaceuticals. And I just wish they had the time, effort, money, desire. When you go in and you say, this is the problem that I'm having, that they're actually able to cure the problem, not mask it with pharmaceuticals. Mask the symptoms and give you another drug that gives you more symptoms. I think it's broken. And so I'm looking at ways to heal through food and herbs and supplements. And then number 10, I slowed down. Now, I'm taking time to look at beauty again and smell the roses. I'm taking time to be still in my devotional time and think. I'm taking time to listen. I never had time to listen. I mean, really listen to what my teenage son was telling me last night at the dinner table. It was always go, 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 go. My to-do list was so long. So I've slowed down and I enjoy it. I really do. So that's it. 10 things I quit doing since turning 50. I hope you guys enjoyed some of these things, maybe agreed with some of them, or maybe hadn't thought of them. I don't know. But what I do know is I really enjoy visiting with you all. I love your comments. You all are so inspiring and you keep me going. And I just want to say thank you. If you like today's content, please like and subscribe. And if you are new here, my name is Marie. I didn't even realize that I forgot to introduce myself. I will have products linked in the description below. You might want to check those out for some Christmas. And I just want to thank you. So the end of this video will be me showing you how to strain the ghee. So I hope you stick around till the end. Have a good day. Okay, our ghee is ready to get strained. And you can see all the milk solids on top of here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a strainer. I wish I had a smaller one, but I don't. So we're gonna use this one and we're gonna remove all the milk solids from the top. And then you can also see, it'll be easier to see, I guess, when we get all of this off, that more milk solids have fallen to the bottom. So it's separated kind of in two. And you just take your strainer and pull this off. Now, it does take a little bit of time to pull it off, but so worth it in the end. And then when I get to the final strain, I will share that I'll put it into a container and put it in the refrigerator. And when you do that, the milk solids stay liquid and the ghee turns hard and you can pull it right out there. And when I melt that, I use it for popcorn and it is amazing. Better than any movie theater butter that you could get. I'm going to grab a spoon as well, just to get into these little corners. And I'll just put it through the strainer because I don't want to lose any of the ghee. But now you can see more. I'll even go down and grab some of it, of the milk solid that's at the bottom. Here's some of it. I am going to clean up this one corner just so when I pour, wipe the milk solid off of that. All right, here we go. Wish me luck. All right, so as you pour, you can see the oil is on the top. I'm going to stop because I see some milk solids. Pull those off there, but see how clear? Look how clear. It's beautiful. It's like liquid gold. But another method you could do is take spoonfuls of it and put it through there. But let's try this again. Let's at least get one full one done. There you go. So then I'm just going to cap it. That's it. Thank you so much for watching Pinebrook Homestead, and I wish you all luck in making your own homemade ghee.